Okay, Mike Masato back with you, the Dental Road Warrior, CEO of Staff Driven Dental, for episode 20 of the Dental Road Warrior. I'm sorry, in a bit of a somber mood today. Lost a client last week, not someone that actually quit the program or left the program. That really doesn't happen. But you know, in life, that does occur in business. Unfortunately, this client passed away tragically. And basically she took her own life last week, and I was debating whether or not to bring that up for the subject today, but I think it's important to talk about it. She was a great lady, great client, great doctor, mom, kids, everything going well for her, doing so well in her program, was a model of excellence winner for us, and got to the point, I guess, that there was just so much in her life in terms of problems that she couldn't take it anymore in her own mind. You never know where the mind goes. They actually say, you know, dentists have some of the highest rates of suicide, and actually, you look at the statistics, healthcare professionals, including dentists, have dropped now down to 12th, believe it or not, of the highest professions with the highest rate of suicide. So that's a good sign. Although it's, you know, obviously not good that any profession's high in suicide. But you know, you never know what could happen if someone's in your life that could been there for you, and not have you feel alone, and maybe to talk to you at the right time. And you never know what could happen. Matter of fact, this doctor was supposed to be in my seminar that morning, and didn't attend. And she had a full day of scheduled work, and obviously that never happened. And then I got the news, so it was really rough. Why do I bring all this up? It's today that I'm going to be, going to do ceremonies for her. But I figured I'd take this opportunity to talk about problems a little bit, because sometimes in life and in business, problems can seem insurmountable and overwhelming, and they can get the best of you. Now, look, truthfully, in my life, if I have problems with a measurement of whether or not you commit suicide, I should be dead 100 times over. Not to give you my sob stories, but look, you never know what's going on in people's lives. You see me on these videos, and it sounds like, oh, this guy sounds like he's got it all together, and great business, great everything. Yeah, no, I do. I have a lot of great things in life. I like to be thankful for in my life. But I've had a lot of hardships and challenges as well, too. You never know what's going on in people's lives. Her coach was talking to her every single day. Recently helping her through some things with the business, but you should never know. You never know what's going on in people's lives. What I can tell you, if you're out there and you're a doctor or someone who works in the doctor's office, as a dentist office, or any field, if you're watching this, if you're thinking about this as an option, as a way out, call me if you want to. I mean, believe me, I have a feeling if you talk to me, you'll feel a lot more positive about your life, and perhaps consider other options. I mean, if I can change one life, save one life, it means everything in the world to me. So that's what I do, not just dental coaching. So if this hits you at the right time, and you're feeling that problems are insurmountable, and you figure it's the only way out is to escape, get help, talk to somebody. There's hotlines for this, but look, if you can't get through there, call me. You can reach me through this connection on this video here. But anyway, look, the way I always teach people, look, the way out is the way through. I've said this many times in my coaching. There's no way in life, there's just no easy way. You can get around things, you can avoid things all you want and dodge things, but at the end of the day, you got to go through it. You come out of it the other side of it. And once you're through it, you're through it. But if you keep trying to go around it and avoiding it and not confronting it in your life, it's always going to be there, dogging you and in your space and catching up with you sooner or later. So let me give you some rules on problems that I teach my clients about. Hopefully, if this helps you reduce the level of problems in your life, make your life a little easier, less overwhelming, less stressful. Hopefully, it'll bring things to a more manageable level for you in your life. So here's some rules about problems to follow. First rule of problems is don't make people's problems your own. And look, I always tell my audience when I speak, how many people have enough of their own problems? And of course, everybody raises their own hand. So why would you want to make other people's problems your own? Take other people's. We all have a tendency to do that as healers and doctors, is to take on everybody else's problems and make them our own. You can't do that. You know, the idea of you have to have them solve their problems for themselves. Sure, you treat them, you do that kind of thing, but if you take everybody's personal problems and their staff problems and everybody else's problems that come away and make it your own problem because you have a big heart and big, and you want to help everybody, and I get that, but you can't take these on like their own and make them your own, because you said before, you have enough of your own problems. Don't add more to your plate by making everybody else's problems your own. Patients love doing this. Oh, I don't have enough money for your treatment. Please let me pay you over time. And then they all end up owing you money, and it becomes your problem that they owe you all this money because you felt bad for them. It's not necessarily your problem that they don't have enough money, or they don't have money, they can't keep money in their life, right? Or my health is so bad now, though. Well, that's not your problem. You're not the one who neglected their health. Let them help get in that situation. I know you feel bad for them, but you can't take on all these people's problems. Staff too, they have all these problems in their life and their personal life, and they bring the drama to work, and then you're taking that problem on like it's your own too. All right, you can't do that to yourself. Be empathetic. I get it, and there's a big difference between empathy and sympathy. Empathetic, you feel for these people. Sympathy, you're making that stuff your own. You don't want to be a sympathetic person. Be an empathetic person. You feel for these people, but when you start getting sympathetic, then you really start feeling, commiserating with them and taking the stuff on as your own. And by the way, that doesn't make them any better when you do that for them. Oh, they're there, it's too bad, and, woe is me kind of thing. That doesn't help people get out of it. It doesn't do you any benefit either. So don't make other people's problems your own. Don't solve people's problems for them. Number two, don't solve people's problems for them. All right? They have to, learn how to come to the agreement and solve their problems. Like, if I'm going to coach somebody having a hard time in life, if I just solve all their problems for them, they never get any ability to solve their own problems. And these problems are going to come right back. They're going to persist. Right? So look, you can't solve everybody's people's problems. You treat a patient right, you solve the problem. But if they don't learn how to start taking better, like for instance, do better home care and be more regular with their visits and follow your recommendations, they're going to be right back where they were. All right? So you just can't always continually solve everybody's problems for them. You have them, coach them, support them to solve their own problems. And one of the questions I always, when people bring me their problems and try to dump it on me, so that sounds like a real problem. What are you going to do about it? What do you suggest we do? That's me putting it back on them to think about it and do what the mind is there for. The mind is there to solve problems relating to survival. That's what the mind does, right? And again, we get to a point where everybody's doing that for you all the time. Your mind gets it's like you get a rust on your mind, the gears. It doesn't work. It doesn't function properly anymore because you lose the ability to go through life and come up with ways of solving problems. That's what life is. Life throws obstacles at you every single day and problems. It's how you take these on and overcome them. It's either overcome or succumb. That's what happens. And this is what happened to my client apparently. And then maybe these problems in her mind just got too overwhelming and she succumbed to them. And I don't know. You will never know. But again, what you can go. Good rule of thumb to follow is, again, don't make people's problems your own. Don't solve people's problems for them, and don't go into agreement with everybody's problems. That's the third one. All right. In other words, if people will throw problems at you, and don't agree with every problem that's out there. I heard talk of a lawsuit, like there'd been a lawsuit, maybe potentially on this client of mine, like a patient complaining about malpractice, something like that, and her attorney assured her that it wasn't an issue. It happens all the time. Look, many of you listening to this you've encountered this. Most of your frivolous claims. You guys are good doctors. You guys do good work. And these patients want to take you. They want to claim malpractice, or someone got in your ear about something. You know what? And nothing's ever perfect. Medicine, dental, whatever you do, nothing doesn't always go right. But you can't, go into agreement. Oh well, she's hitting me. That I must be a bad doctor because I got sued one time, and you start agreeing with everybody throwing stuff at you. Well, the insurance. Well, I started agreeing with insurance enough. Now I'm taking on all this insurance when I didn't want to take on insurance before. And now you're in the trap of taking on insurance and cutting your revenue and your well-being because the way this system is set up, They want you to agree, with that problem of insurance. And when you go into agreement with that, then you're in trouble, because now you're writing off, how much of your practice to do that. So there's many ways you can go into agreement with problems of the dental field, of the economy, of everything that's out there. All right. So look, I could talk about problems a lot. Those are 3 big rules to follow. Again, to recap: don't make people's problems your own. Don't solve people's problems for them, and don't go into agreement with people's problems. It makes it a lot easier on you and your own head in your own life. Again, I didn't mean to have a down tone today. I like to make these be upbeat, but once in a while, I'm motivated and inspired by something that happens in life to me. Again, I've done this for 21 years, and I've lost clients before, to death. It's part of life, but usually or illness, and after the fact, and I think even to suicide, but not like so raw when it's like someone personal that you're working with at the time and who's just so great and so successful. So this is for her today. I'm dedicating this episode. Hopefully she's found peace. She's a phenomenal lady. Was great across the board. And you know what? You are too. If you're listening to this, there's a lot of great things to be thankful for in life. And maybe you should start every day thinking about that when you go in. Even though we have a tendency to look at the bad things that are going on in life. And let's not forget, you didn't get where you got in life by having everything be bad. You do a lot of right things out there, whether it's your business, your life, your practice, dental work that you do. Okay, so a little long today, but hope this struck a chord. Hope this is helpful. Take it to heart. It'll help you a lot. I'm glad you're enjoying these episodes. Please share them. Please spread the word as much as you possibly can. All right, so this has been episode 20, Dental Road Warrior. Mike Masato. We'll see you soon.